What is going on, YouTube? How you been? How you doing? Today we're taking a look at Warhammer Inquisitor 2.0. Now, I put this game in early access. I had a good time with it, but the game definitely had some issues. Specifically, some of the content and the way they handled that content. It was a little rough, not having a real co-op. The core concept was really neat, but it just wasn't enough. So now we're here, patch 2.0. Let's see what happens when we go in there and play with our character. Let's see how the improvements really hold up. Lately in video games, quality of life updates, seasonal changes, games live on much longer now. They have much longer tails. And the way a game starts is very rarely the way a game evolves. So I'm excited to go in here. We'll see how all this stuff holds up, and we'll see if these changes really do make a noticeable difference. Okay, got a couple of items here. So one of the main things we're talking about is the quality of life in terms of the actual core combat and the feel of the game, movement. Such as the way my character's running around right now. I could already tell he's a lot more nimble than he was. He feels swift. We got a lot of stuff here in the ship to look at. Got some resources because of the changing of everything. Some emotes here. Have some cosmetics. Look at our inventory. Yeah, I don't really remember how my character was being played last time I was in here. So I had a lot of range combat, I do know that. Your level will grow. They got rid of power level now. Now it's just a standard level. So we'll see what happens here. Enemy types. Aggression. Perks. So now we just have a much more traditional leveling curve. Now we just level up, get a flat level, no more gear score, really. And co-op is in the campaign, which is great. Well, let's just hop in. Pending reward. Okay, that's interesting. The mission selection screen is supposed to be a lot faster, more smooth. Put it on hard. Oof, that's rough. But let's try it out. Also, I want to thank everyone hitting 1,400 subscribers. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. And if you're interested in Inquisitor, I want to see more, just let me know. But for now, I just want to do a quick dive and see how it feels. I'm not committing to playing it long term. A lot of stuff coming out in the summer. Marvel Ultimate Alliance is kind of the game I want to invest my time into, but...
Inquisitor, this planet has been under quarantine for the past 2 centuries, since a necro plague decimated the whole population. I recommend you make haste.
Splendid news, Magos, as always. But the Emperor and the Pro-Sanguine implant protects. Die, unclean!
Okay, the combat is a lot faster, but the audio is very soft. It turns up sound effects quite a bit because it is really soft sound effects.
Recoil, unclean!
The day of retribution is at hand! Time to rebuild this wretched Imperium! Don't wait for orders! Don't wait for saviors!
The Emperor
We
protects.
are Legion! We are the Hydra! You cut down one, two will take its place! These are the words of Prophet Kovac, your savior beyond!
This is what the Vox station is spreading. Incoherent heretical chatter. Their choice of words is troubling, though. Hydra, Savior Beyond, Legion. Silence this Vox station.
Imperial reconnaissance forces located. Potentially useful assets, but their current situation is terminal. Immediate action required. Reconnaissance force relieved. Send basic, follow and protect order to the survivors.
At your command. For the Emperor!
Combat is, I gotta admit, it's a lot faster. That's definitely more fun to use, and I'm a slow character. Right in the D-pad, swaps between the weapons. That is correct. Even that special move, it comes across much faster. Wow, you can level up in the middle of a mission. Gotta trigger that dopamine, man. You gotta see that level up hype. You gotta get it.
Die, heretic!
Sound effects are still very soft. That's part of the impact is the sound design. Let's see if that's better.
Perish, Bill!
You know, and I can't tell if this is a bug or
For the Emperor!
if that's how it's designed. It just feels, for being a huge space marine and having this huge axe, oh, I got destroyed? Oh, I didn't even realize. Whoops. I'm over here thinking about the sound design. My ass got smoked.
Kill the heretic!
I bet you if you were in the assassin class, you'd be flying around the screen with the way the combat is now.
Die, heretic!
Nope. Put your damn hands down, sir. Like, the guns are fine, but the melee sound design is really weak. It really kills a lot of the impact that this fighting probably would have. I do think that the change of pace is better. You're still not swinging the axe around like a Dynasty Warriors character, even though it's Space Marine. There's still weight. You can tell there's a lot of weight in the animation, but with the sound being so lackluster from the melee attack, I almost want to use the gun because it actually, look at that, the sound. You know, that sounds solid.
Kill the heretic. Die, heretic.
Got stuck on some geometry there.
Perish, filth. By the Emperor, a demon was bound to the chest.
Oh God, Diablo flashbacks.
Another demon vanished. Time to reap the reward.
Wow. That was a lot. I don't remember that happening before.
Recoil unclean.
Ooh, there's a lot of...
Die unclean. Recoil unclean.
Oof. Recoil unclean. Honestly, it's weird to get used to, like, it's so strange having the game just be so nimble.
Kill the heretic.
Like actually, like I have to actually really pay attention to what I'm doing here. Not to the point where I need to like actually use the cover system, but oh shit, maybe I do. Maybe I do. Damn. Whew. Yeah, I like this. I like the feel of this game. It's a lot better. Like I said, I just wish the sound from the melee had more oomph behind it. But I will say, the problem when you have a game get a big update, right? The problem when you see, oh, we got a new patch, we're doing quality of life, is that in the trailers, you know, they're obviously going to try to make it best case scenario. You know, they're going to show you the worst parts of the old game versus the best parts of the new game, and really try to sell you to come back. You know, ultimately, they just want you in the game. But I will say, you know, regardless of whatever trailer they put out, this feels noticeably better to play. The thing with an action RPG is you can have all the mechanics in the world, you can have the depth to, you know, like a Path of Exile. But honestly, if it doesn't feel good to move around and swing your weapon at enemies, it's hard to care about anything else, because why are you going to play that game? Why are you going to play something that feels so unsatisfying for hundreds of hours? It has to feel good first and foremost. And I didn't even have a problem with how this game felt, but it was sluggish. I mean, it was, and if they didn't think it was a problem, they wouldn't have worked so hard to patch it in. So I will say, in terms of just straight up feel, it feels good. It is a noticeable, regardless of how everything else in the patch is, in terms of level progression and challenge systems and tarot cards, that all sounds great. But before you get there, playing the game has to feel good, and right now it does. So it's already impressive in that regard. I had to like look at my entire character build though, because I feel like I'm pretty scattershot. Back when I was actively playing this game, I had a partner I was playing with, so I was trying to spec for more ranged combat, and he was melee. But without him here, I gotta kind of adjust my character for solo play. A lot of loot though that I'm picking up. I can only imagine by the time I get to the end of the stage, it's gonna be quite insane the amount of gear I'll have to look through. Holy shit. My best missile strike yet.
According to this message, the heretic Astartes have an underground base. The entrance must be nearby.
Purge the Viper's Nest, Inquisitor. Cleanse it with fire.
Nope, hideouts over here. Much faster than melee weapon, man. Jesus, look at that. Good dynamic camera right there.
I have reached the underground entrance. I will return to the ship to prepare for the last battle.
Good thinking, Inquisitor. The nest of the Vipers is there, poisoning the body of the Imperium. The Alpha Legion is one of the worst, Inquisitor. They employ vile schemes and tactics. You should descend as soon as you are prepared in body, gear, and soul.
Die, unclean!
All right, and we're out of here. All right, so for a total of 500,000 suppression damage. Wow, 4 levels in one stage. Okay, remote mine, multi-melta, passive skill tree boost. Let's see how some of this stuff looks. Yeah, see, I had a lot of range combat stuff that I was working toward. But I may need some better... I have nothing in melee combat, as you notice, like, at all. But I may need a little something here. Especially with me playing, like I said, solo. Rewards on my next level. One more point there. Go to warfare. Wow, look at the gear, dude. So much of it. But I think that is going to do it. Like I said, so far, really quick first impressions. We're gonna have to go a little deeper to see the effects of all the the larger changes to the game. However, I do think that the combat, the feel of the game, it's definitely faster. It's definitely improved I will say the sound can probably use an oomph when it comes to melee combat. The guns sound and feel great, but the melee weapons sound like I'm just whiffing air even when I'm making solid contact with this huge... And look at that weapon. And I'm hitting these huge creatures and it sounds like I'm smacking a pillow with a, you know, a plastic bat. Like it needs to have some real meat behind it. Otherwise, in melee combat, if it feels that unsatisfying, it's going to be hard to get people invested in it. So those are my impressions of Warhammer Inquisitor 40K. I wonder if this patch is hitting consoles. I am playing the PC version. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll see all of you next time. Have a good one, everybody.